It's May Day number 3. It's a Tuesday, and we're here in the building as usual to get you up and on the go. My name is Richie B.
Blessings, Bridge Nation. You know this is your boy Shells.
Good morning, Bridge Nation. It is your girl, Queen JoJo.
Yes, Bridge Nation, DJ Audley is here.
All right, everybody looking good, sounding good?
Yeah.
Yep.
Alive and kicking.
That's right.
So just quickly mention, I was a part of a family prayer meeting a while ago.
Nice.
It's still going on, but I had to hop out to get my work going to connect with Bridge Nation. And the thought, by the way, most of these family members are of the same denomination like yourself.
Yeah.
So the thought that was used was the Chinese bamboo tree. The fact that when you plant it, it takes about 5 years before it really starts stepping up in terms of height.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden it just grows to a very 90 feet.
Yeah.
In a short time. And the point was being made that we should really just wait on the Lord and be patient
See it there.
in all things. How is that?
I agree.
I agree.
It's a good look.
Yeah, absolutely. Positive thoughts this morning. And whatever situation you are in, we ask you to just simply wait on the Lord.
Wait.
And He'll see you through.
That's right.
All right. On that note, we say good morning and welcome to Up and Go. WTF is on right now. What the fact? Take it away.
That's right. So as we mentioned earlier, if we could, it would only take 1 hour to drive to space. Now, astronomer Fred Hoyle was the first to point out that if you could drive a car upwards at 95 kilometers per hour or 60 miles per hour, it would only take about an hour to get into space. To get to the moon, though, would take a little longer since it's 400,000 kilometers or 250,000 miles away, which means it's around 10 times the circumference of the Earth. So it would take as long as driving around the world 10 times, just under 6 months. So your only real problem, of course, apart from the lack of air for your lungs and burning of petrol, gas prices, would be finding a garage to refuel and, a little spot, like a restroom, just in case. So yeah, big up Fred. Nobody ever really need that info there, but yes, big up Fred. It's interesting. Yeah. So if we could drive to the moon, to space, I'm guessing Earth's orbit, it would just only take an hour.
I don't. Sometimes I really wonder, how do they work these things out, Richie? I mean, you drive to space to suffocate, brother.
I think
science.
I think what's going on now, though, with all this, this flight that they're charging, how much hundreds of thousands of dollars to just head out to space and back. I think that's a big trick.
Well,
frankly speaking, you don't even know when you've hit that point where you need to return.
Hey, no picture my car going to the ear at all. That's good. That's interesting, man.
Peace.
Yeah,
that is interesting.
It is an interesting one.
Yeah.
But the facts that we share with you here are real facts. Yes. And they might be startling, but they are facts.
That's
that
right.
was
What the Fact.
Time for update, ladies and gentlemen. We give you the very latest that we have on some stores that are out there in the space. Many of them you're talking about, and we will share with you the very latest that we have on them. Update is on right now.
Good morning, Bridge Nation. So, unfortunately, I couldn't wear Met Gala gown, because I didn't get a chance.
Such a pity.
But I got give you a little update about that. So the 2022 Met Gala's gilded glamour theme. At first, I was like, "What? What is this about?" So Met Gala, of course, is always a theme party, and it's for the Who every year. So this year's theme, gilded glamour, a concept that leaves plenty of room for interpretation and pulls inspiration from New York's Gilded Age. That's like back then, like 1905. Them kind of vibe there, and then you artists and actors and actresses got the opportunity to put their own like a spin and twist on it. So Kim Kardashian gown was gold, $5 million.
Was the value?
Was the value for it?
$5 million
US dollars. No. I don't know would I get me out of the ground.
Some Marilyn Monroe type of thing going on.
Nicki Minaj could be seen heading up the steps at the Met Gala breathless. She was
Interestingly,
tired.
she's in this hell of a gown.
Yes, so she
and
had
she's
on
wearing a baseball cap.
and a baseball. So that shows you the kind of spin that you would get to put on this theme, right? Lenny Kravitz had on a see-through top with a leather black pants, but that's nothing new there. Lenny Kravitz shirts are always see-through.
Out of the box.
I'm sorry, but I love him. He's sexy. I don't care what nobody says. But Lenny Kravitz was there.
He's a rocker.
He's a rock star.
A black rocker.
A black rocker. So it doesn't get any better than that. And persons were just out there, man. A lot of persons were really simple. Oh Lord, her name just slipped me. But a lot of persons were simple, but other persons like outdid their self. You know, their what's his name again?
Jared Leto.
Jared Leto had on a gray and white outfit. Could barely see his face. It's almost like he was in one of his vampire movies. That's how he looked. So the theme was wild, and some persons came out. You know, it was nice to see Pete and Kim Kardashian arms in arms, though. Them serious with it with Kim tattoo upon him. Hey,
Man, a 5 million next to him.
with Kim tattoo upon him shoulder. Well, cute.
That's it.
But the Met was fun.
I actually saw the photograph and I said, I hope that Kanye is not looking.
He's definitely, and Kanye was not there. So
we know that.
Yeah.
We know
He's going through a process of.
I think he's
rehab,
he's
well, that is good. Good for him.
Will
So
Smith as well, but not with the same
issue.
or
same person
rehabilitator.
or same center. Them
same-
are them
I
thing.
want
They're
to
Will is
healing.
in India.
They're healing.
Yeah.
They're healing. Boy, I can't wait for money for reach a certain way for heal.
Well, you see
Far.
how life
Yeah.
interesting.
You know-
Look how the 5 million US so we Mocha find out how we did go on over
right.
it, and then Kim have that upon her as
First
a
of all,
dress.
it was a $5 million.
Walking-
It's
hey.
less than $5 million.
Sheldon.
For the mocha.
Well,
We're going to the original count.
yeah, 'cause like Jojo
Walking
Gunn.
around.
We do update.
Can you imagine walking around with 5 million USA?
Yeah.
Hey,
Think about the security detail.
that is
Right?
true.
Nobody never really had trouble nobody that
No.
everybody that's so rich.
But Met Gala gives designers a chance to really show off
Yeah.
their creativity.
Yeah, man.
I knew I
We're
was
not
forgetting
fight that.
something. I'm going to quickly say it. So Rihanna could not make it. So guess what the Met Gala did? They
True.
made a whole sculpture of Rihanna. That's historic. Only black person
Yeah.
with a sculpture. Pregnant Rihanna.
Wow.
Yo.
Wow.
Dope.
Yeah.
Okay.
I wonder what's the total value of the outfits that were worn on that on last night's
We
Met
not have
Gala.
time for count, Richie. We not have time for
Some
count.
$1 trillion.
Right?
Can you imagine?
Some money,
Listen to me
some
now,
money
man.
there.
I told you about the calculator thing, you know. The value E. Error.
Well,
Shells.
yeah, so speaking of an artist you mentioned who did her thing at Met Gala, Nicki Minaj, well, she's looking to possibly. Remember, we thought she was hinting at doing some works with Skilly and not Skilly, with Skeng and Tommy Lee. Well, that's Nicki Minaj, but a very prominent DJ, this Jack out here, music producer, DJ Crazy Neil, said, "Yo, look, no bother with it, and no bother do no remixing of Nicki. Anyone else but her." So I claim Montego Bay disc jockey and music producer DJ Crazy Neil says Nicki Minaj ought to disabuse herself of any thoughts she might have that of her doing a remix of Skeng and Tommy Lee Sparta's song Protocol. He just don't think it's a good idea. As we know, Nicki, so about a week ago, she was, seen on her Instagram on social media, quoting the song, saying this is the best song ever, bigging up Skeng and Ting, is a good look and all these things. But DJ Crazy Neil say, yo, them man they don't want a remix though. Thanks. He started off by saying that. And he's adding that she should park it like the Crocodile Teeth remix. You understand? He went on to say, and this is where I would think I would kind of disagree. He was saying that when she did a remix for Skilly's Crocodile Teeth, she was doing it to get the hype. I don't see that. I don't see why Nicki would need that hype, to be honest. I thought she was just paying respect to a good tune. However, he went on to say, and Nicki did nothing for Skilly other than use it to try to get hype. I like her, but she must be allowed to use another youth hot song. Not officially, he said. So, hot words.
It can have a positive impact on the local artists.
I don't think Skeng and Tommy Lee. I don't think Skeng and Tommy Lee would disagree with that. They're not gonna fight that. So
I don't know.
We saw their PR agencies coming out real hard, celebrating the collabo.
Exactly.
And it does have that impact.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. This is not the story I'm carrying. This is an aside. Fredo, the rapper who was named in the series of posts between Jada Kingdom and Asian Doll.
Okay.
He has come out to say, hey, 35,000 what? Because Asian Doll went public and gave an indication that Jada Kingdom might have confessed to her that she was given $10,000 after hanging, for want of a better term, with Fredo in an intimate way. And eventually, in response to that, Jada Kingdom came out and said it wasn't 10,000, girl child, it was 35,000 US dollars.
Real Jamaican woman.
Now, Fredo came out laughing yesterday and was like, $35,000 for what? So I didn't I don't know. He's saying it didn't cost me that, or it didn't pay that, or I didn't pay anything at all.
You're right, because you don't really clarify nothing still.
No, he was just more laughing and adding
like $35,000.
Yeah, maybe $34.50.
34,999.
Yeah, $34,500.
He might have gotten a discount.
Right?
A $1 off. I told it was not my story. Here's my story, an update. That was an aside. American actor Johnny Depp appears to be a fan of Bob Marley, the king, the legend, after turning up at court recently, blaring the Reggae King's 1977 hit, Exodus. He was in his black SUV and he rolled up at the same time. Amber was actually making her court appearance, and the song was blaring from the car, from the SUV, Movement of Ja People. And then Johnny Depp emerged from the vehicle clutching a tiny book and a large cup of coffee. And he went on to do his thing and make his presentations. But he was playing Bob Marley and the Wailers' Exodus. How about that?
Johnny, big up
that's
yourself.
Johnny
man.
For you right
Not
there.
a character, man. Big up himself.
Can't go wrong if you have to Bob Marley.
That's true.
Babylon.
Yeah, man. Positive energy.
Positive energy.
Moving.
Movement. I'm tired of this.
Of Ja People.
That's right.
That was update. Time for
Proverb of the day. I'll be
Take it away.
reading it. So, fowl we feed a yard, no hard for catch. See it there? Fowl we feed a yard, no hard for catch. It's a simple, dimple thing. Don't it, Chell?
Yeah, man. The proverb them get easier. Yeah, man. So, cause through me I feed the fowl means that I'm vulnerable. You don't. That means you see me. You mean I'm a spit. Oh, okay. So that means we can easily catch him. Because him depend on me for food.
Why go good school in Richie?
Yeah, man,
Good
tell them
school
all.
shells going out. So the official meaning.
In case he hears a show upon him.
Sure, funny. So the official meaning: it is easy to catch up to someone who is avoiding or running away from you when that person depends on you for something essential. So that's why my mother always saying, "I don't depend on nobody."
I should take it serious enough.
I'm gonna take it real serious.
Wise words.
Big up, mommy.
Oh,
That's a good one.
hi, Mom.
Yeah, so that's definitely a proverb that everybody should know and keep in mind. Fowl where feed a yard, no hard for catch. All right, so we head on to pet peeve. If you're just joining us for the first time, pet peeves are things that others do that you might find annoying, irritating, and even upsetting. And Debbie has a pet peeve for us this morning.
Good morning, Jody. Good morning, Crossover family. Good morning, Richie B. Yes, what annoyed me is that when people get up in the morning and they see you and they don't say good morning. It is a bad habit. It's annoyed me. You're supposed to bright up your face and say good morning. God have blessed you in the morning, so you're supposed to say good morning. It's annoying me when people see you in the morning and don't say good morning. Thank you.
That's true.
True.
That's true.
But
people have manners. Man.
True.
You know, the manners.
That is true.
Yeah.
You know, what's a simple good morning? I always wonder, but you know,
Polite.
I think the generation is different, you know, because I remember when as a child, if Mass Brown said you the past and I said good
And I say
morning,
good
you know,
morning,
if I'm
yeah.
mother hear about it,
Problem that.
a different story that you know.
What?
A trouble.
Yeah, man.
What?
You disrespect your family. What?
A trouble.
I don't know.
Yo.
Me like say good morning, especially to like the big woman them, because I'm always have a nice word for say after. Say, you know, for no reason to, you know, no morning handsome. It's like, all right, I mean that feed you know.
Yeah, sweetie.
What? Morning, sweetheart. Such a nice boy.
So hold on. The younger generation.
No.
they do that.
No.
Except
you're
me one
not-
pass like a young say morning.
Them
Kino
two.
parties and when I look at her
Them too mean with them compliments. Higher.
First of all, she said, what you want from me?
Well, yeah, mom,
Awa.
I'm not interested in what
I'm
you're
not
selling.
interested. Exactly. You know, even all you say, man, you know, the generation are different for sure.
Only use that on the radio though. Don't tell her in front of her face. Because that could be problematic. That is right.
So,
All right. So that was the pet peeve. Yeah.
Yeah.
And those are things that upset a lot of people. The Bachelor of Arts degree in Communication Arts and Technology, BACAT, that program is at the University of Technology, UTech, Jamaica. And they're hosting their first, they're hosting their annual final year media exhibition. It's Media Magnified, looking through the lens of the creative. And it's going to be today. Yeah, the 3rd of May, 2022. The event will showcase the skills and talents of the final year students through print, broadcast, digital media, campaign executions, audiovisual, film productions, and other media, that's multimedia formats. And we understand too that BACAT will also feature a poetry and art show highlighting stylized photos and riveting poems. And those will also be incorporated within the Media Magnified event. We're joined at this time by a very special guest, Keefa Burke, who is the marketing representative for the University of Technology Media Exhibition event, and she's a very special guest at this time. Good morning, Keefa.
Morning.
Hi, good morning. Thank you for having me.
Thank you so much for joining us as well. A lot of anticipation now for BACAT 2022. What additional information can you provide about this event?
Well, it's actually very important that I mention that this event is produced and will be executed by the final year cohort of students of the BA CAT program. So we're all hands-on, we're all involved in it, and this is a showcase of our work and basically a reflection of all that we've learned and produced over the 4 years that we spent within the BCAT program.
So if I should ask you, what is the aim really of BACAT, the BACAT Media Exhibition? What would you say?
So the aim of the BACAT exhibition is to serve as a marketing means for those who are interested in a career in media and would like to pursue that at the University of Technology. So we want persons to know that we have this degree program and we have many features, many skill sets, and just a lot to offer in terms of media, and also an opportunity for final year students to express gratitude and passion for the work that they've produced over the 4 years that they've been here.
I love this. I really love this type of vibes, especially seeing that it's something that's being done by final year students. So I have to commend you guys for that. I find myself when I go to events like this, I really look forward to not only just seeing what the students have done, but you know, I'm curious. Will you guys be having any special guests, you know, to help bring the vibe going? You know, special speakers, anything we can look forward to?
Yes, definitely. So we have Debbie Bissoon as our speaker, as well as 4 panelists. It's very interesting. These panelists are all very well-known personalities within the media industry, as well as we'll have a roundtable talk with some of our very own students giving insights on some of the most cathartic moments throughout the entire program.
It's all about Be a Cat. And we're talking here with Keefa Burke. How can persons participate or even contact you if they wish to participate?
persons can participate easily by going to our Instagram page at BACatJA. And the link is in our bio. You can just click that link, register there, or you can hop over to our YouTube channel at UTechJA, where our premiere will be, where we will be going live. So you can just go ahead, click the notification bell there so that you can go and get a notification when we're going live.
Mm-hmm. It's an interesting theme that you have, media magnified, looking through the lens of the creative. What are we to understand by that?
Well, media magnified is really a perspective, a way that we have reimagined media because of all of the changes that have been happening with social media and traditional media as well. So this is a merge, you may call it, if you will. A merging of the two with this generation or with this year group or cohort. And we have so much to offer in a magnified sense, magnifying all that there was before and all that is to come.
Is it a well subscribed course, and how many, approximately how many graduates do you have this year?
Well, yes, it is a well-subscribed course. For this year, we have over 100 graduates.
Wow. Okay, fantastic. All right, so as far as the planning is concerned, everything is down pat because it's today.
Yes, it's today at 10 a.m. Everything is down pat. Persons are already here preparing. Our setup is ready, and everything will start at 10 a.m. sharp.
All right. Wow. Keefa, good luck. Good luck with this event. And
Thank you so much.
Congratulations to all the graduates.
Yeah, the final year students. Yeah, big up themselves.
And I hope that the event goes very, very well. Proud of you guys. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right. Chatting there with Keefa Burke, marketing representative for the University of Technology UTech Media Exhibition event. Hi to all of our friends at UTech.
Yeah.
The lecturers, administrative staffers, students.
This is really good.
Everybody, yeah, man.
You know why I like this initiative, and a lot of students who are in like these creative fields, they don't feel like they get to their work, are being, get to showcase their work outside of school. You know what I mean? So for them to get this attention while in school is very important. So give them that inspiration. When them go out there. Yeah, so it's a good look. I like this.
They can bring out their A game and show off their creative selves.
Yeah,
it's a good look indeed. We all thought that there was a war going on between Russia and Ukraine. Imagine my surprise this morning when I saw the headline, Putin may soon officially declare war on Ukraine.
Officially.
Yeah. Officially is the operative word. And there's a strategy behind all of this, show.
Yeah, so what's happening is that there's a big day in the country of Russia on May 9th.
Victory
That
Day.
is known as Victory Day. So persons from the western side of the world, are analyzing and thinking that, Putin could use this day to spread propaganda and say, hey, look, let's go, let's do it. Or, it's either he can use it to celebrate within Russia or celebrate by pushing Russian interests, in Ukraine.
It gives them if he officially declares war, it means that it also gives him the opportunity or the ability to basically get citizens of Russia
full mobilization
involved, because he can get all of them mobilized in one stroke of a decree. So it is either propaganda, as the Western world is saying, or it could be because he wants to get more Russians who now would have to get involved in the war, because it is now officially declared. So they have been fighting, but we're waiting on May 9 to find out whether or not Putin has actually officially declared war. These are some serious semantics they're doing and playing with people's lives, in all seriousness.
Yeah.
Trust me. Let's get our first caller up in here. Good morning, you're on the air. Hello.
Hello, morning.
Hi, morning.
Morning.
They sound like Miss Confidential.
It's been a while, right?
Yes, ma'am. How are you doing?
I'm doing good.
All right, you're confident?
No.
All right, let's hear your answer.
Honest.
Yeah, we like that.
Is it the sound of a forming tornado at night?
In a space?
No. Tornado.
All right, so a tornado being formed at night.
Yeah.
That sounds chaotic. Yeah. You know what's coming next in Miss Confidential. Quack, quack, quack. Good try, though. Good try. Yeah, man.
Have a good day. All right, let's get another call up in here. Good morning. Welcome to the Secret Sound Game here on the Bridge 99 FM. How you doing?
Good morning, Richie.
Good morning. That sounds like Ellie out of Montego Bay.
Yes, it is.
All right.
How you doing this morning, Ellie?
I'm doing great.
Wonderful to hear that. All right.
Well, I think this sound is a meteor shower sound captured by a space radar.
Whoa. Hey.
All right. Repeat that.
A meteor shower sound captured by a space radar.
Oh, Lord. Hey, you know something?
Hey.
I'm looking at some reactions as you said that answer a while ago. And let me tell you something. Is there anything, seriously, is there anything you want to change in your answer?
No, Richie.
Ellie don't even realize. I try to tell her, I say, yo, Ellie, you're onto something, it seems. But it looks like you're falling short. That's all I can say.
Really, Richie?
Yeah. So is there anything you want to change in relation to that answer?
No, I'm not changing
Not
anything.
changing anything. That's unfortunate because guess what? The sound is what you gonna get.
Yeah, I can't change that one if you.
What I'd say to you, Ellie, think about it and call us again. Think about it, Ellie, and call us again. Here's the sound that you must identify. That is the sound, ladies and gentlemen. Please identify it to be a winner. Good morning, caller. You're on the air.
Yes, Richard. Good morning.
Morning.
Blessings.
Yes, you're speaking to KUMAR Williams, calling from out of Gravel Hill, St. Anne.
Okay, good to hear from you. Turn the radio down in the background for us, all right?
Yes, I think that is the sound of the boiling rain.
It's the sound of what?
The boiling rain.
You said...
Turn on your radio, sir.
The sound of the boiling rain.
Boiling rain.
Oh, rain. Oh. What's your name?
KUMAR Williams, calling from Gravel Hill, St. Anne.
Ah, good to hear from you from St. Anne. KUMAR?
Yes.
Oh, boy. You know, you're the first person to tell us that. Have we ever had a winner in St. Anne yet?
Not sure.
Oh, this could be interesting. You're sticking with that answer?
Yes, well,
You don't want to change anything about it?
not at all.
Okay. I like your confidence. But...
Quack, quack, quack. Sorry, Mr. Williams.
That's what you get when you're wrong. Sorry. Well. I want to just go back to the reaction that I saw when Ellie gave that answer earlier on. And just to say that if somebody could amplify that answer somewhat, tweak it a little bit, refine it some more.
Just a tad.
Yeah, it could mean that we're getting closer now to having a winner. That's all I can say. Good morning. It's a happy morning in Jamaica.
I hear that. Sun is shining over there and not over here.
It's a beautiful morning. None?
None. Zero.
We need to find a way to bottle some of this sunshine and send for you, Red.
Right?
Good morning to you. Good morning to
Good morning.
Jay. I'm not seeing him yet.
No, he's not here today.
Oh, you're flying solo. Okay.
Solo, baby. Actually, not quite. DJ Ritz.
What am I, chopped liver over here?
All right. Now, Ritz, I heard you're Ritz.
How you doing, guys? Good morning. Good morning.
For a moment, I was wondering whether or not Red would be on the wheels of steel behind the microphone and doing everything like that.
I could do a little something.
I believe that.
Me?
I could do the backwards jam. Real good.
You could reverse it.
I could reverse it.
That's still better than I can.
Nah.
Don't worry, Richie's got dub plates. He's good. He's good.
Richie, I heard about the collection.
Yes? Oh,
Yeah.
It's building. I haven't reached Ritz's status, but I'm getting there.
I don't know if I'm ready for that clash with Richie. I don't know about that. I don't know.
All right, so how are you all doing today?
We're good. Currently, it's 9 degrees in Toronto, going up to a high of 13 degrees. So not much has changed since last time. I think actually we're up. The last time I talked to you, I believe we were like 5 degrees.
Well, I hope
3 degrees.
I hope it continues like that as you get closer and closer to summer.
Summertime.
Right.
Mm-hmm. You expect that this is going to change like by say early June or so?
All
You're
right.
like, how long is this? They're predicting a cooler summer. The Farmer's Almanac, and it seems to be on point all the time. So cooler summer than usual, and they're also predicting it to be soggy.
Oh, really?
Right. So yeah, it is what it is, right?
Yeah.
You guys
But there's a lot of shows. I got to tell you, there's a lot of concerts.
and it seems from all indication that they're well attended and well supported as well. People are longing for this to return, eh?
Yeah, they are. We just gave a winner Chris Brown tickets and Lil Baby, and then we also just hooked somebody up with Dexter Daps, Bungie Garland, another concert. Then Rolling Loud, Toronto's coming here. So that's going to be exciting. From WizKid to who else is on the bill? It's crazy.
man,
It's 85
Future,
artists.
Shensia,
Future,
yeah. Wow.
yeah, Shensia, Canadian artists as well.
The 14 days of summer we have in Toronto is going to be amazing.
We have longer than 14. I have to admit, it's
16,
the best city
16, 17.
to be in Canada. When I lived in Vancouver, it was wet and rain all day. Maybe just 2 weeks of sunshine, which was beautiful with the boats. But Toronto, when it's warm, it's the best city to be in. I gotta say.
I agree with you.
Okay.
It's a beautiful place when it's warm, but as for me, I don't like it when it's cold. Nope.
You sound like my family. They're like, yeah, you could keep that.
Yeah, right. It's our favorite city. Richie's like, yeah, that's right. Me too.
Yeah, good luck with that.
Yeah, enjoy.
I keep talking about the first trip I made to Toronto when I came in straight out of New York City, and it was quite a difference. Let's just put it that way.
What year was that?
That's a long time ago.
Yeah.
That's in the 80s, I think it was.
Wow.
Yeah, and Toronto has maintained that clean, beautiful city status.
We've warmed up since then. A little global warming helped us.
Yeah. Wait a minute, is that the last time you've been here or the first time?
No, that was the first time.
Okay.
I've been there several times since,
Right.
and I'm looking forward to the next opportunity.
Yes, we're going to host you and have a good time.
On your invitation.
That's right.
Ah.
Jays and Ritz and everybody.
Right.
Yeah, we're looking forward to that, right, Chell?
Yeah, man, I've never been to Toronto, so that's it's a good move. Yeah, I've never been that side.
Wow, you have
Red
a good
will break
time.
you in.
We'll party. We'll have. We'll go for Chinese food. That's like the Toronto thing to do
Have some
at
cold-
3 in the morning.
Some cold tea. You know,
Yeah,
wink, wink.
I've taken Buju there from Buju Sizzler.
Red's been getting Jamaicans drunk and stuff for many years.
Hey, no, yeah, not with those names, but
Not with them, no.
yeah, we've had fun.
I want to take another visit to the CN Tower. Yeah.
Very tourist of you. You've been in Niagara Falls?
Oh, yes.
Oh, okay. Then you've done everything. You've
They
done-
built it
Done
up.
quite a
They
bit.
built Niagara Falls up, and there's another strip too, Niagara on the Lake. It's beautiful, so you can do like wineries and wine tasting. It's sexy,
Yeah.
and they have about like look at Ritz laughing at me, like 30 wineries, and you can go and sometimes there's a band playing. You look all cute. it's all
Shells, you ready for the
nice.
wine tasting or what? That's what.
I mean,
All
why
day
not?
rosé.
Why not?
All day rosé.
Why not? Why not?
Hey, Ritz, I've even gone down on Yonge Street, man, to some of those clubs that are down there on downtown on the Yonge Street.
Well, they used to be. Now there's strip joints. You don't want to talk about that.
Oh, no,
right now,
I didn't
Richie.
say that.
Is that where you were? What club were you at, Richie?
I'm well versed in every club in this.
Oh,
city. Well-versed.
Change it up. They've moved the clubs. Then back in the day, it used to be like Young and Richmond Street, and now there's all condos. You'd be surprised. And I think they're going to make Young Street a no driving zone. They're planning on it.
Yeah, exactly. A lot has changed. A lot has
Yeah.
changed in Toronto in the last 5-10 years. A lot.
Okay, that's
Right,
interesting.
but we still have our pockets like Little Jamaica, Little Italy,
Yeah.
you know, Chinatown. We still have like, you know, our pockets where everybody fits in and gets in and gets some good food.
I was just browsing through the pictures, really, and we haven't seen Red. What do you wear to the Met Gala?
Let me say.
Oh, I think I said what happened to the sugar daddy's pictures again. I'm working on
Not
it.
this time.
Just slacking a little on those.
So what does one wear to the Met Gala, or what would I wear?
Well, if you're like Kim Kardashian, you'll be wearing a $5 million dress.
I know. She looks stunning. We were talking about the Marilyn Monroe look.
Yeah.
I think she did well, but I would have had the hair out if I was her.
Yeah,
You know,
I
in a
agree.
bob,
she
more
did a
bombshell.
bun, right?
Right, but maybe she didn't want it to be too costumey. You know,
who knows?
it
Like
was
everyone
hard
else.
though. The era was hard, like 18 something and 18 something else. Like, who knows about them things? I don't know. They should have made it 1980. I would have came out like Whitney Houston, okay, or Shaka Khan.
Maybe Kim just wanted to show off her earrings, maybe valued at $2 million. I don't know.
Wow,
That's weird. They only look like $1 million, but
Yeah.
No, you're better at those things than me.
Red's better than both of us, believe me.
Oh, yeah, I tell you. We want to be sure, though, because I saw a report recently where it was being said that many countries have sent dignitaries over to Ukraine, and even residents have gone over to help. Unfortunately, it was being said in the article on CBC that the Canadians have not actually sent over anyone as yet. And the fact that Jay Martin is absent today, I'm wondering,
what?
is it that he's gone to Ukraine? Just wondering.
Honestly, when everything goes to heck, you send in Jay Martin.
Right?
That makes
That's
sense.
what it is.
Yeah.
He'll just kill everybody with laughs.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
I'm not sure that's the way to end a war, but
No, I'm not
give
sure.
it a try.
But yeah, it's really hard, the whole war. You know what's crazy? We were talking about this, Reds. You don't hear much about the war anymore on our side or about COVID.
No, it's so weird. Like, that was all that was in the news last month, and then they kind of just, I don't know, especially COVID. It's not even the news anymore. It's very much a quiet subject.
Now it's Kim Kardashian's dress.
But COVID's still a keep.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, big time, big time.
Our numbers are inching up gradually here, and that is of concern to some persons. Of course, many of us. But we hope it doesn't get out of control.
That's right.
Have you guys had COVID yet, personally?
No,
Do you want to share with the class? No.
Thankfully, I didn't get
No,
a
good.
dose of it. I didn't.
Yeah.
I got mine from Red.
Oh my goodness, Ritz, really? You took my line. I was about to say I got it from Ritz.
No. You're patient zero.
Between his wife being a teacher and my kid going to school, we don't know
We
who
didn't
gave
have
it
a
to us.
chance.
We think it's a club, personally. But that was last year, and I will say this: a lot of people are getting their second and even third round of COVID.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I told Ritz, like, before we go away or anything, like, let's just wear a mask and stay away from everybody.
I'm wearing an astronaut suit, just like full out. Forget about it.
Yeah.
But are
The
people
only
still
right?
are people still masking up though?
Yes.
Yeah, a lot. I think society here has really changed with that. Like, even when I go to like shopping and stuff, I would say 80% of the people still have on masks for sure.
Not in the club though. They're like,
Not in the club,
Can
no,
I
no,
hear
no.
it?
I haven't seen a mask in the club in months, but everywhere else is good.
Wow.
DJ, I want to hear my song.
I know.
The DJ.
KUMAR is his name, ladies and gentlemen. He came to prominence as the lead vocalist, songwriter with the Jamaican reggae band Raging Fyah. Spent about 8 or so years with them between 2010 and 2018. And they released about 3 albums during that time: Judgment Day, Destiny, and Everlasting. The latter, which of course peaked at number 2 on the Billboard Reggae Albums chart, and several other charts, reggae charts around the world. KUMAR is our guest at this time. He's on a solo path, and we want to catch up with him and see what's going down. Good morning, KUMAR. Welcome to Up and Go. How you doing, bro?
Blessings.
Yeah, good morning. Greetings, family. Thanks for having me,
Yes,
Yeah, thanks.
what kind of vibe, what kind of mood are you in now? Hard work, ready to take on the world. You're now a solo act. Where are you at?
Yeah, well, I'm actually in a working mood and also a family mood,
Yes.
Because Child's Month, as you mentioned, for me, it's very important, family, So today I'm actually back home in St. Elizabeth, with my son for Child's Day at school. So that's the mood for this week. Tomorrow's Carriers Day, so I'm here with the wife and the kid.
Wicked.
So I'm really and truly work-wise, honestly, as a solo artist, I've been pushing out. I released my first solo album in 2020, Culture Walk, and Culture Walk, took me to a few places, after that, where I did festivals as KUMAR in Europe and Mauritius, as far as Mauritius, Southeastern Pacific. So, I mean, it's been going great. I can't complain, and music is life, so every day it gets more interesting.
Walk us back to your early beginnings, if you will, Kumar. How did this musical journey get started? Your introduction to reggae music. How did it come about?
Well, intro to reggae music started, at home, because my father, Mr. Ben, maths teacher, a big fan of Black Uhuru, so I used to always hear Black Uhuru around the house, and I used to always listen to the Sturgaf mixtapes, from the sound system era as well. So I was very in tune to that part of the music. And my uncle had a sound system, Revelation 2000. And so from then, my love for vinyl, especially, increased. So up to this day, we try to release the music, not only digitally, but on wax as well. So that's where the love came from. And then I went to Monroe College, was in the choir, then I started playing the music in the choir. And then after that, parents wanted me to go into architecture and engineering, stuff like that. But then Edna Manley was just calling, so I ended up at Edna Manley, spent a few years. And then the rest was history, meeting the guys. And especially Mr. Cooper was a big influence at the time, because he said, Kumar, sing.
That's Igbo, right?
Sing, Kumar. Yeah, man.
Yes.
Mr. Cooper.
Enough respect, Kumar. Blessings, morning. Shells here. I'm curious, man. You're doing great works, of course, with the team, with the band. What was behind the decision to go into a solo career, and what was the transition difficult? For you.
Well, as with any relationship, especially if you were in it for real, because I put my all in anything that I'm doing. So from the very first, day joining, the band, at the time I realized that, I have to be, very focused in what I'm doing. So I spent years giving myself to the cause based on the fact that we were a team. But over time, I think the journey is through life. You realize that no road set one way still, so sometimes you have to find yourself, because I think when you're a part of a group, I joined the band pretty young, and not very exposed as well, to a lot of things. So reading was my go-to. So after a period of time, I kind of realized that there's a lot of things I didn't understand about the business, and a lot more that I didn't understand about people. So then, as you grow, you become a little bit wiser, and you can foresee the future, Some of the time you can look and say, oh shit, if you're traveling this way, then, this might be the outcome. So I think, the decisions happened, through time, and through experiences. So it wasn't so hard to move on, but I did, go through a period of Jano start.
Yeah.
But, right now, I'm in a moment of give thanks for life,
Yeah.
Yes, right.
Do you, 4 years later, still think that it was the right decision that you took?
Yeah, man. No doubt. And I mean, I've learned a lot more about myself, these last 3 to 4 years. And, the music that I was making back then, speaks volume to that, because it was coming from a pure place, I realized that the music, the songs I was writing, was things that I was naturally feeling, So I give thanks for all of those lessons. And now it has made me a better person, a stronger person. And there's no looking back. As we say, look back,
Yeah.
And you don't know Raging Fyah is going to always be a part of me forever and ever. Because everywhere we go, people say Raging Fyah. And the songs are there. Everything is out there on the internet. And the fans around the world who have not yet come to realize that, I have actually become a solo artist. They're slowly realizing that the quality music I'm still releasing, is very good. And it's KUMAR, So nothing has changed, really.
Respect.
Well, I remember in the early beginnings when I got Judgment Day. Pardon me for playing it as often as I used to back then.
Yeah, man.
And I thought to myself, yo, this brethren has a sound. And you've taken that sound with you into your solo career.
Yes.
What are you presently working on? And we have a song that we're going to close out this interview with on the gratitude rhythm, which I love, and we're going to play that. But what else is happening musically for you right now?
Well, musically, I just work on the gratitude rhythm, So I mean, big up Winter and the whole team, because this song, You know, I wrote this song last year in a tough period. It was April, and I just lost my son, so it's kind of weird for Child's Month for me. My wife and I lost our son last year.
So sorry to hear that. Sorry to hear that.
Through the process of trying to, get through to the hospital to get the body. So it's been a very hard road, so I'm not try, put on a face here. So the song was really, and the gratitude rhythm was really about facing those emotions, and just actually knowing, say, yo, I've been through a lot, rough times for the last 4 years, and still, just like Job, we're not turning back on the Most High. We keep forward, we keep positive, and we still, hope for better days, and not just for myself, but, everybody.
Yeah.
Because, we wish for a better day, So, I mean, gratitude is what I was working on, that rhythm called When the Smoke Clears.
Yeah.
So, apart from that, I mean, I have different projects on the side, like my Wiki Waki festival over the years. We're trying to bring that back this December, brand it with the Culture Walk album as well. But I mean, there's a lot in the pipeline, but I'm slowly moving forward, rather than standing still. You get me?
You feel we're well positioned with the material we're getting out of Jamaica and the output from the artists to continue to take a rightful place in the international circuit as far as getting respect for the music that we're doing?
Well, the respect, for reggae music and Jamaican culture, will always be there, I realize, because, as a small island, we really make a big mark out there. So the youths have to live them time. I realize most of the youths now, they're getting a big response out there in the world based on what they're putting out there. So it's really supply and demand. But in the world that I exist, where I choose to, make music and push out, I realize there's still a massive following. When you go to Mauritius, like the audiences we play to is over 10,000. As a solo artist, like there's lots of people, in New Caledonia, Canada, there's lots of people, there's millions of people living, in Fiji and all of those, islands around there. So, I mean, when you look at the world, I think reggae music, has made a mark. Bob Marley and, all the great ones, Black Uhuru, Third World, Icon, enough of the ones them really set the pace. So it's just for the youth them choose them lane. And I think as they get older, they're going to realize that a lot of what they're doing now is just a phase. And you have to just be patient with them. Because Jamaica safe, man. We have to just support the youth them. Yeah. And I think with experience and time, we'll see exactly how to monetize everything that we have. Because it's all, able to be monetized. But I think the business aspect of it, we just need a social reconstruction, about what's acceptable and what's not acceptable. And really just push forward, It's going to take time. It has to be, patience,
Real. Now, Kumar, you don't know the thing going on. As you rightfully say, our music widespread right now. The people them love what go on. So how can people catch your music? Which social media platforms where people can find it?
Well, you don't know any. You can get me all over the different digital platforms, iTunes, Spotify. But on Instagram, I am at KUMAR Fyah. So the Fire is spelled Fyah, just like Raging Fyah. But I'm everywhere, man. YouTube. It's still Kumar. You can search for the older songs too if you're a historian or somebody who wants to check out all the works that I've done. So yeah, man, available everywhere. Kumar out there. www.kumarmusic.com. The website is there. So we give thanks.
All right, Kumar, we're gonna wrap, but I wanna. We have come to become known as a singer. But I want you to pretend that you're a broadcaster and you're going to introduce your own song on the gratitude rhythm in closing. It was great talking with you, and I wish you continued success, bro. Respect, but it's over to you, my partner, for you to introduce your song to the nation right now. Take it away.
Yes, greetings, Massive and crew. This is Kumar representing for Richie B. This next song we're about to play for you is entitled When the Smoke Clears, on the gratitude rhythm, produced by Winter James on the Overstand Records label, distributed by Easy Star Records. Check this one out, When the Smoke Clears, by yours truly, Kumar.
My job is in problems. I'm not too sure I still have a job. Kumar, take care. Best wishes, bro. Bless up yourself.
Respect, thank you very much for having me.
Pull it up and take it from the top. This is brand new music from Kumar, ladies and gentlemen. When the Smoke Clears.
On the gratitude rhythm.
Got a few stories to look at. Just before we jump in, Shells, we want to remember that tomorrow is going to be Teachers' Day. Woo! Putting that out there from now. Big ups to all the teachers. Today is Read Across Jamaica Day. And so if you can read, especially to a young one, try to do that today. Get a book and read. Reading maketh a full man and woman, for that matter. And all of this week, from the 2nd to the 6th of May, is actually Education Week. So there's a lot of activities. We'll tell you more about them, all right?
All right, let's get into the update. So, we mentioned earlier this week about Black China's like an issue in court against the Kardashian-Jenner clan, if we can call them that. Well, apparently, it never go well at all, because the Kardashian-Jenner clan, they won the $100 million defamation lawsuit that was filed by Blac Chyna. So yeah, the jury in Blac Chyna's $100 million defamation case arrived at a verdict that was not favorable to Blac Chyna, who is suing the Kardashians for disparaging her and getting her show Rob & Chyna cancelled in 2016. Now, Blac Chyna brought the suit claiming that the personalities caused her blooming reality TV career to come to an end. She had just inked a deal with E! For her spin-off show with Rob Kardashian, with whom she has a daughter named Dream. Now, according to reports, the jurors spent the entire day on Friday, April 29th that is, deliberating, but did not reach a verdict until Monday mid-afternoon. The verdict was not in favor of Chyna, as the jury agreed that the Kardashians and Jenners had not wronged Chyna and should not have any damages to Chyna. So the lawsuits that was started about 2 weeks ago, in which she named Kim Kardashian, Khloe Kardashian, Kylie Jenner, and their mother Kris Jenner. She said, she wanted some damages because she alleged that, they defamed her character and contract interference and a whole bunch of stuff. So she also went on to claim that the Keeping Up with the Kardashian reality stars had badmouthed her to E! And, to their network executives, that is. And there were several text messages that she had produced as evidence to support her lawsuit. However, the Superior Court Judge Gregory W. Alacron dismissed the defamation claim against Kim Kardashian, which was another lawsuit separate from all of this. So she was just taking L's left, right, and center, because she stated one against Kim first. That never worked out, and then here's this $100 million against the entire clan, and it didn't work out. So, well, as you know, they put up some, revenge porn thing on the stand that kind of threw her off when she was presenting her case. So I guess Blac Chyna will continue to preach that, hey, if they never bring up them picture there, then maybe. But yeah, she lost it, man. She lost it. $100 million. So close.
I didn't know that revenge, that would have distracted her.
Hey.
There was a video with her some years ago, I was told. Anyhow, I wish her well.
Yes.
And she'll find a way to make some money. Don't worry about it. Yeah. A lot of ladies are out there going through stuff, and many times we don't even know. I don't know if you caught the episode of Simso last evening on local television, where Janella, Precious spoke about her experiences. Very touching program it was indeed. I'd like to say good morning to her. We worked together when we were members of the CVM group at the time, and a good friend of ours. So Janella, be strong and all the best to you. Fantastic program, Simone. Big ups to you as well. Another lady we were just reading who went through some stuff is Lenia Wilkes. Lenia is well known for having entered the Rising Stars competition here and did very well. Went on to do a number of recordings. I used to play a lot of her songs back then, and then she was kind of absent from the scene. Well, she apparently had migrated to Canada, and now we're reading that after she had made an appearance in Canada's Got Talent, which recently aired, that in fact she became a victim of a home invasion. And during that invasion, she was actually sexually assaulted. And so she says a lot of it was denial for me. I blocked things out of my memory. And for a long time, I did sort of brush it under the mat. It's been a long process for me. It was having very strong family support through it all. So she has now spoken about it and has gone public with it. Another lady, and there are several cases like that in Jamaica, even amongst public individuals that have been speaking up. A lady that was also, in fact, was so shaken up by all that she was going through, although not sexually being molested or anything like that, but depression and so on. It ended up with her taking her life, and that is Naomi Judd, who it is now being said that she actually committed suicide. Yeah, she was 76 years of age, and she has had a long battle with mental illness, and it is now being reported by major news portals out of the US of A that, in fact, she might have very well taken her life. Her daughters are very well known as well, Ashley Judd and Winona Judd. And, they used to tour together as a family. Yeah. And then, of course, after a while, they stopped doing that. I think that was also a turning point for the mother, Naomi, because she missed going out with her children on the road. And unfortunately, it seemed to have ended with her taking her life. Very, very sad. Well known in country and western music circles. Yeah. She was just actually, I think the day after, was inducted in the Country and Western Hall of Fame. Yeah. Wow. So this happened one day before. Sad stuff, man. Yeah. I just want to reach out to all the ladies out there. Stuff happened. Try to get some help. And we wish you well. Yeah. Those are the stories for our update. All right. Thanks to, of course, a number of people that participated.
Yes. So we want to say thank you to Keefa Burke, marketing representative for the University of the Technology Media Exhibition event. She stopped by to tell us about the annual media exhibition under the theme Media Magnified, looking through the lens of the creative. And that's happening in the next 5 minutes. So you can head over. I think it's online, though.
Yeah, you can check them out on YouTube. UTech on YouTube to join that live stream if you can't make it to the campus itself.
Yes, if you can make it physically, remember now where we are in time, so you can always go online and watch them live. So kudos to the final year students over there. We also had our Canada connection. Big ups to Red. It was Red and
Ritz.
DJ Ritz. We had a good time with them there. We had our News 360. Big up to our news team. And KUMAR, reggae recording artist, and used to be the lead singer for Raging Fyah. So he was talking about his recent
Day.
Yo, play the song. That song will never get old.
Big tune.
Big tune that.
Yeah,
so we spoke about his recent projects and looking forward to some new music from him.
Some advice coming in for Shells. From a listener.
Okay.
They say loving the music, and then they say best way to eat Julie mango.
What is going on?
Before it is fully ripe.
Yes, true.
That's what a female
it have a firm. So it's firm and you can cut it. It's better the way there.
You don't know a morning radio this, right?
I'm telling you how to watch out.
Listen to me.
Watch out, no sir.
Hold on the Bridge Nation. Let me tell them from now. Listen to me. I left me Jolie this morning.
All right.
Okay.
Is there?
Remember me told you.
Sound like him. So what you gonna tell me? Say you like Shirley Biscuit too?
I mean. Tell them you're Adley.
I am mean.
Adley, me know you feel it. You go out there and disappointed in the camp. Don't even see the bag.
Then hold on.
You know what I'm saying?
You have to tell me say you like Miss Birdie.
You know what I'm saying? Hold on there. Miss Birdie to me thing.
Oh my God.
What am I do?
I'm hoping we have jobs tomorrow morning.
Hold on. Jody, why you said not even the bag out the door?
Composure.
Hold on, the music lock off.
Early morning. Yes, sure.
I meant to say I got disappointed when I got there because not even the bag where Richie carried the mango in.
Out there. That's a show done. The man stopped playing. The man vexed.
I just want to thank our listeners.
Yes, yes. Thank you guys and listening to the gimmicks.
How did we get there?
Right now, tune done.
All right, show done. Have a great day, Bridge Nation. Thank you all very much. Now follow we are.
Yes.
Queen Elise Kelly's in the building. She'll take care of you next with Untangled. Have a great day. See you again tomorrow morning at 6. We'll do it all over again. Bye-bye.